The user known as Jack-o'-lantern Stories is a dedicated explorer of haunted locations across Britain, venturing into eerie cemeteries, abandoned houses, and amassing a collection of haunted objects. However, since bringing home a particular painting depicting Wigan Town Centre from the 1940s, his life has taken a darker turn. Despite the increasingly disturbing activity in his home, he refuses to part with the painting. At first, the disturbances were subtle, but soon the paranormal energy intensified.
Can hear banging coming from downstairs. It woke me up this morning, but there shouldn't be anybody down here. Hello? Oh my god. Hello? Hello? What the... Oh, Will, you okay? Hello? Oh my god, what's going on?
Please forgive the heavy breathing, I was in complete shock here. As some of you may know, I collect haunted artifacts from various locations. Also, is that an orb? Anyway, I was recently interviewed by the Liverpool Echo, specifically regarding this haunted painting I recently acquired. It details a scene of Wigan Town Centre from the 1940s, and allegedly the artist took his own after creating this picture. The atmosphere in the house has altered since this was brought in, and this morning just proves my theory: this is haunted.
Objects began to fly across the room with no explanation, and the atmosphere grew more sinister with each passing day. Whatever haunted the painting seemed to have an aggressive presence, escalating its torment. One evening, while resting on his couch, he was jarred awake by a series of unsettling events.
Just fell asleep on the couch and the bathroom door is repeatedly banging. Stop! What was that? Alexa, stop! Stop!
After this, something incredible is caught.
I don't know what is going on in here today, but there's some kind of an atmosphere as well. What the hell is that? Did you see that?
Recording myself to speak to the camera, I notice somebody else in the frame with me. It appears to be that of a young boy in a white shirt. As you can see, compared to the couch, he looked relatively small. Also, the cats began acting very strangely again, running up to the walls, frantically looking around the room, and although they could see something else that I couldn't. After filming for months, I cannot believe what I've caught.
A door creaked open by itself, and his Alexa device inexplicably switched on. But the most terrifying part came when he caught sight of something lurking behind him. Reviewing the footage later, he described seeing what appeared to be a young boy standing ominously close. However, upon closer inspection, the figure's proportions were far too strange to belong to a child. It looked like a full-bodied apparition emerging from the floorboards, staring at him with intent. Even his cat, usually calm, was visibly distressed by the energy in the room. Still determined to uncover the truth behind this haunting, Jack-o'-lantern Stories continues his investigation. As the story develops, we'll be watching for any new updates on what may be one of his most terrifying experiences to date. A man set out to explore an abandoned town in Beijing, which had attracted numerous urban explorers due to rumors of strange activity. The site was infamous for a tragic train accident years ago, with many locals convinced that the derelict train cars were haunted by the victims. The man, intrigued by the old train cars, didn't anticipate encountering anything unusual. However, while inspecting one of the train carts near an old restroom, something caught his attention. Through the toilet opening, he briefly saw a pale face that vanished almost as quickly as it appeared. Dismissing the sight as odd but not alarming, he continued his exploration. Yet something far more disturbing awaited him in another cart. As he swept his camera toward a bed, a figure resembling a body came into view, lying still, only to disappear moments later. While some argue the footage was the result of clever editing, others believe the figure could have been one of the long-lost victims of the train accident. Regardless of the truth, the exploration left an eerie impression. Whether the man captured anything further remains a mystery. Late one evening, two friends decided to spend time in an empty indoor playground located in a restaurant. With no kids around, they rushed to the jungle gym for some carefree fun. One friend recorded the moment, not realizing that the footage would later reveal something unsettling.
Jesus. Okay, this is my POV. Enjoy. This is what we have to get up to. This is really hard. I feel too big to do this.
Do you feel us out of breath inside?
Yeah. Wait, where'd you go, left or right?
I went left.
Which way do I go? I feel like I'm in Wonderland. Okay, she went that way. Freaky. Yours is brighter, mine's all dark. Okay. You guys, I can't do this. I feel like I keep bonking my head too. That's crazy. There's like actually down here. This is literally for human hamsters. Oh my god, someone bashed in this window.
Only the distant voice of the other friend was audible at the time. But when reviewing the video, they noticed something strange. A faint childlike voice picked up by the microphone.
Yours is brighter, mine's all dark. Yours is brighter, mine's all dark. Actually, down here. Actually, down here.
The sound was reminiscent of a young child babbling, although no children were present. The friends were completely unaware of this eerie sound while playing, but viewers later speculated it could be the voice of a ghostly child still lingering in the playground. Though the exact nature of the sound remains unclear, many wonder what else might occur in the playground during the quiet hours when no one is around. At approximately 2:30 in the morning, a man recorded unsettling footage from his apartment, documenting a series of strange occurrences that had been troubling him. he reported experiencing an increase in eerie and inexplicable activity in his home, with no apparent source. On this particular night, he was disturbed by persistent knocking at his door, as though an unseen entity was trying to gain entry.
Escuchen esto. Les estoy grabando esto. Son las 2:33 de la mañana. Y estamos completamente asustados. Sí, por estos sonidos. No sabemos qué esté detrás de la puerta, pero estamos muy asustados. Al parecer no se ve nada. Pero y efectivamente, como pueden ver a simple vista, pues no es nadie. Pero se siente como que si alguien me vigilara. Vamos para adentro mejor. Vamos adentro, vamos adentro. Ok. Les grabo esto para que se den cuenta que esto está pasando casi todos los días. Ok, va de nuevo. What?
While he was initially unaware of any unusual visuals, the footage later revealed something disconcerting. A ghostly figure was faintly reflected on his wall-mounted television. The nature of this apparition, whether it is directly linked to the disturbances or represents something else entirely, remains uncertain. However, the footage unmistakably suggests that there is an otherworldly presence within his apartment. We now turn our attention to an individual who appeared to be enduring a troubling and possibly sinister presence within the confines of his own home. Details regarding the origin of these disturbances remain scarce. However, it is reported that an unsettling entity seemed to be residing within his shower.
What the hell?
In a fleeting moment, a chilling image is captured, a shadowy figure with two glaringly bright eyes seemingly watching him. The true nature of this presence remains a mystery, leaving us to speculate about its identity. The following footage was captured by a security camera set up in a child's bedroom for monitoring purposes. Around 3 a.m., one of the daughters, still awake, suddenly bursts into her father's room, trembling and reporting a terrifying sight on the ceiling. Her father, assuming it to be merely a bug, inspects the room and reassures her that there's nothing amiss before sending her back to bed. However, when he reviews the footage the next morning, he is overwhelmed. The video reveals disturbing phenomena. The lights flicker on and off, casting eerie shadows across the room, while the light switch appears to toggle itself in sync with the flickering, as if manipulated by an invisible presence. Despite this unsettling spectacle, the family returns to bed. Later, the youngest daughter again reports seeing something unsettling on the ceiling. In subsequent nights, additional footage was recorded after the room had been rearranged. Despite these changes, the troubling events persist. One night, a strange glowing orb hovers ominously around the room before disappearing. This is followed by unsettling, eerie sounds that echo through the space, adding a sense of foreboding. On another night, the family's oldest daughter awakens to a chilling experience, claiming she felt a cold, creeping touch on her foot. Confused and alarmed, she looks around for an explanation. The unsettling occurrences in the family's home appear to be ongoing, leaving them in a state of constant unease. An airplane employee responsible for cleaning aircraft post-landing recorded a video detailing his routine workday. His primary task involves cleaning planes that have just arrived, particularly focusing on the larger aircraft that accumulate significant amounts of trash. While his usual practice is to complete his work and move on to the next plane, one night he decided to deviate from his routine. Instead of leaving the plane after finishing his cleaning duties, he chose to remain on board out of curiosity and for a bit of fun, given that no passengers would be boarding the aircraft for some time. However, this decision quickly turned unsettling. After hiding in the back of the plane, he was startled when he noticed something unusual.
I know I'm not dumb enough to lift those shades up because I got my flash on in here. They gonna catch my ass if they see. Yes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though, it's mad cold in here. And it's dark. I mean, I know it doesn't look that dark on the camera, but it's dark. Let's go! Let's go! Right, sitting on the back of the plane. And y'all probably think I'm insane. Probably think I'm doing this for fame.
As he cautiously approached the front of the aircraft, he was shocked to find the cabin completely empty. Suddenly, without any apparent cause, a seat belt flew out into the aisle as though it had been unfastened by an unseen passenger eager to disembark. The inexplicable movement of the seatbelt terrified him to the point where he hurried back to his hiding spot in the rear of the plane. Hours later, when he finally exited the aircraft, he was visibly shaken. The incident left him deeply unsettled, prompting him to share his experience repeatedly and express regret about his decision to stay on the plane. Despite subsequent investigations, the exact cause of the mysterious occurrence remained unknown. A store manager, visibly shaken and anxious, recently reviewed security footage of an unsettling incident that occurred earlier. Despite his attempts to convince others, no one believed that something extraordinary had transpired while he was unpacking boxes. He managed to capture the event on camera, and while various unusual occurrences are visible throughout the footage, it is the final moments that deeply disturb him.
Single night. He's putting things away from the box. All right, now watch. I want you guys to focus on this area right here. Okay? Hold on, let me speed this up a bit.
They haven't got the first clue on how to use it.
All right, watch.
If you have the doctrine right and you stow it on a shelf in your closet and do not pull that doctrine out.
Boom, you see that?
What good does that
I'll
doctrine?
get back here for you guys to give you a better view. Look at that. And I'm just like tripping, like what? Okay, but pay attention to this area right here.
I can grant that they
Watch.
they could teach justification correctly. But so what? It's not what I asked you.
Is that you? Look, I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. It's just me. See that? Come out. I'm not afraid of you. Is that you? That threw down the box earlier? Come on out. You don't scare me. Come on out, pussy. Always trying to mess with me. There I am, right there. Look, you see that? You see that? Nah. Nah.
The manager, already on edge, was further alarmed when he saw something alarming recorded by a camera positioned at the store's side entrance. The footage appears to show his hair lifting seemingly on its own, followed by a sudden, forceful yank that sends him into a panicked frenzy. He initially believed someone was playing a prank on him, but upon reviewing the video, he saw that there was no one else in the vicinity at the time. This unexplained tug left him questioning who or what could have caused it. While some viewers speculate that this could be the work of a ghost or supernatural entity the manager had previously mentioned, others remain skeptical. For the manager, however, he is convinced that this disturbing incident is linked to the same mysterious force that has been troubling the store. What do you think could be behind this unsettling event? One night, while working late, a woman was disturbed by unusual noises coming from outside her house. Curious yet uneasy, she decided to investigate, and what she encountered was nothing short of terrifying.
Korang tak? Oh. Nak pergi mana? Oh. Nak pergi tangga nak buat maksiat ni. Mana nak pergi?
After coming face to face with a menacing entity, she retreated into her home, deeply shaken. Not long after, she ventured outside again to check on her neighbors, only to find the same frightening figure. In a panic, she raced back inside, but to her horror, the entity followed her. The video abruptly cuts off, leaving the outcome unknown and shrouded in mystery. The footage in question was recorded inside a residential home and appears to capture some eerie occurrences. The homeowner, who is deeply attached to his several dogs, views them as beloved family members. Despite his affection, he has noticed that the dogs occasionally exhibit peculiar behavior, such as growling at invisible entities or fixating on empty spaces within the house. Initially, the homeowner dismissed these actions as typical pet quirks. However, a recent incident, which was captured on video, has caused him to reassess the situation.
I hear water, and I hope it's the shower upstairs, because I just dropped a deuce. Hear it? Wow. Happens all the time.
The footage revealed something that made both him and his wife question what might truly be happening in their home.
Okay. It just happened again and the dogs are freaked out. Get it. David, come over here. Get it. You be right there. Something opens that door, you need to get him. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just fucking again. Move. Nobody there. The dog stopped barking now. Davey's freaking the by the door though.
Get it. What is it?
On one particular day, the homeowner's wife encountered unsettling activity on her own. Mysterious knocking sounds were heard, but their origin remained unexplained. This unexplained phenomenon has left the couple bewildered, as the cause of these disturbances continues to elude them. To this day, they are left grappling with the mystery of what is behind the unsettling events captured in the footage. This video was uploaded to a channel called FreeStaveRam, which is owned by a young man who is supposedly living in a pretty haunted apartment. He states that he sometimes could hear some really eerie noises in the middle of the night, and ever since moving into the place, he also felt like he was being watched, but could never really put his finger on what exactly made him feel this way. One night he was recording a piano lesson, and this was when the eerie incidents that are about to follow took place. The recording was pretty old, and I fully remastered the footage for you guys.
Hallo?
The young man is obviously experiencing a pretty malevolent and powerful haunting in his new place. And if that isn't terrifying enough, he had to acknowledge that a dark shadow entity was standing right in his living room that night. Possibly causing all the interference with the television, as well as all the objects that were being moved around. And no, he did not see this thing at the time. he would have bolted out of there, he states. It's quite the creepy thought, knowing that some evil force seems to be tampering with your devices late at night. The man had no idea what this thing wanted from him, but it is said that he moved out shortly after realizing that he wasn't alone that night, and I can't blame him for that.